Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and everything in between. Welcome back to Geeks Watch. Today I want to talk about the Frisco Kid, an image of which you'll see here. Yes, this is a VHS tape. I still have these. The Frisco Kid is a Western comedy starring Gene Wilder and Harrison Ford. Minor plot spoilers, as per my usual for the first act. Gene Wilder plays Avram. He is a Polish rabbi who is basically just graduated from, I don't know what you call the rabbinary school. Rabbinary? A school for rabbis. They say it, but I don't remember what it's called. Seminary? I guess, I don't know. He graduated from the bottom of his class. Anyway, he is kind-hearted, honest, trusting, simple. There was a town in San Francisco that was written to this temple asking for a new rabbi, and they decided to send Avram. He gets to America. He is very naive and trusting, which means he is subsequently robbed of all his money. He does meet some kind people who offer to help him a little bit. He eventually meets up with Tommy, Harrison Ford's character. And it turns out that Tommy is a bank robber, which Avram does not like. They do still kind of travel. This is kind of like a Western buddy movie. They're traveling across the country. Avram wants to get to San Francisco. You know, he reluctantly becomes friends with a bank robber. It's a very lighthearted movie. The script for this sat in Hollywood for several years. Nobody would make it. Director Robert Aldrich was the director. Yeah, directed by Robert Aldrich. I recognize the name. I probably watch other things he's done. I don't recall offhand, but he supposedly had offered Gene Wilder the part several times. Gene Wilder turned it down. Eventually, it got rewritten enough that Gene Wilder accepted the part. The role of Tommy was originally offered to John Wayne, and Robert Aldrich was very, very keen to work with John Wayne. And John Wayne supposedly loved the script and wanted to do it, but apparently the salary was too low, so he wouldn't accept it. And so the part was offered to Harrison Ford. The film did not do very well at the box office and has not historically been well received. I really like the film, but I can see why it didn't do well and why people tend not to like it as much. It's very well acted. Gene Wilder's character is very different from Willy Wonka and from some of the other characters. He's not quite as frenetic, quite as, crazy. He is a kind, simple rabbi, and he plays the part very well. But the film is very slow-paced. It's not laugh out loud funny. It's not hysterically funny. It's more like small chuckles, ha ha, yeah, that's funny. It's more like, oh yes, that's funny, as opposed to ha ha ha, I'm laughing till I weep kind of thing. So it's, it's not a heavy spaghetti Western. It's not a really funny comedy. It just kind of falls somewhere in between, and so it kind of gets lost in the shuffle there. It's like it doesn't really have a strong identity of its own, as far as which genre it truly belongs to. So I can understand why people, kind of rate this film lower than I personally would, because I know it's not a great film. I can see it in the thing. It's not this isn't really a film that I recommend to people, no matter how much I love it. So I kind of give it like a B+. I think Metacritic's got it rated as like 56%. It's like less than 60%. So that's pretty much a D rating right there for most of the world. But I still think it's a fun movie. It's like I said, it's not great. It's not going to bring the walls down. You're not going to be raving to your friends how awesome this film is. But despite of all that, I think this film really does have a few solid moments. You know, there aren't a lot of them, but there are probably 3 or 4 moments in the film where you're like, that landed really well. That was a solid piece of film. And it's all in the dialogue, really. This is not, you know, a cinematic masterpiece. It's a character-driven film, and you know, not much in the gunfights either, considering that the main character is a rabbi. um, yeah, I mean, the write-up is, you know, tries to make it as being more than what it is. It's a fun, light little film. You know, I'm gonna recommend it because I love it. But I can't recommend it beyond that. You know, given its rating, you know, and its critical reception, I'm rating it because I love it. Whether or not you're going to love it or not depends on how much you love the actors Gene Wilder and Harrison Ford, because I love them both. They're really the only two actors that really stand out. It's their film. Nobody else I can think of who shows up that I really recognize. Might be 1 or 2 character actors. I don't know. Take it as it will. As always, thanks for watching. As always, my stuff is crap. And until next time, good hunting.